Okay, Facebook friends. You remember earlier I was with Jane Jelks and I was saying, I was showing you the wall of presidents and how I was at the Interdenominational Theological Center where my dad was the second president and his mentor, Dr. Richardson. You remember I was talking about all that? Well, I happen to have here now with me the current president of ITC. His name is Dr. Cole. Dr. Cole, I forgot your first name. Yeah, Dr. Thomas Cole. And Dr. Cole was president of Atlanta University for 14 years. It's Clark Atlanta now. And let's see, I'm going to turn the camera around on him. You were there for Atlanta University.
I had a very unique connection. I was president of Atlanta University.
Okay.
And simultaneously I was president of Clark College. As the two institutions worked through plans to consolidate.
Okay, guys, you're getting history.
And so for a year, I served as president of both institutions. So I would spend 3 days, 1 week at one in one office, and then go over and spend 2 days in the other office, and then flip it the next week.
You sounded like an academic country preacher on the circuit. One church, one.
Well, but you see, it really was not that complicated because as you know, the schools were across the street from each other.
That's right. That's right.
And so it was just literally walking across
distance.
Broadway Drive from one building to the next.
Okay.
And it didn't really matter where I was.
Okay.
I was actually able to manage both institutions, but as a technicality, the institutions could not officially and formally consolidate until after a year.
Wow.
Because of accreditation issues and other kinds of legal and fiscal issues that we had to resolve.
Okay.
And so I was president of both institutions, and then they came together and created Clark Atlanta University, and I was the first president.
Wow.
And I served for 14 years as president.
Y'all looking at history here, isn't that? And now he's interim at ITC, which is the Interdenominational Theological Center where Dad was.
Yes.
And you were also president where?
I was the interim chancellor of the University of Massachusetts, Amherst.
Wow.
That's the land-grant campus.
Okay.
That's equivalent to University of Florida.
Okay.
Or University of Georgia.
Okay.
26,000 students. It was quite a physical plan, quite an organization. But I enjoyed it.
I know you did.
And what makes it happen? It's the same thing that makes it enjoyable here, people.
Yeah.
When you work with folks who are struggling
That's
day in and day out to make the institution look good, then you feel good about working alongside them.
That's right.
And that's why I've enjoyed this year here at ITC. Your dad and I go back lots of years, and we would run into each other at UNCF meetings, and just mostly we tease each other.
They told me
he had a great sense of humor. He has a great sense of humor. We would just I'd talk about him, and he'd talk about me, and we'd end up, really enjoying each other's company.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, while you're on here, say something to Dad, because I'm going to show him this too.
Dr. Bronson, I think about you fondly every time I come into this office, because your photograph, your portrait is right outside this building. And I remember the time when you were the president. And since that time, I have admired your career, your long-term career at Bethune-Cookman, and subsequently at Edward Waters. And you may not remember this, but you invited me down to speak at a dinner. It was we were also fraternity brothers, and it was an alpha dinner. And I came down, and that would have been maybe 20 years ago now.
Wow.
But time gets away, and I wish you the best. I hope our paths will cross. I get a chance to see you in person and teach you some more.
Oh, he's coming to Port Orange, Daddy. Don't worry. He's coming to Daytona. Thank you so much, Dr. Cole.